Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam madani everyone. Hello and welcome to the Accountant General's Department podcast. I'm thrilled to have you to join us for the first episode of AGD podcast called Beyond Numbers. And I would like to thank the higher management of AGD for initiating this podcast next level. Right, gentlemen? Yeah. Can't wait to introduce to you my colleagues here. But first of all, Alhamdulillah, all praise and thanks be to Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala that gathered all of us here with the purpose of delivering information that we hope would benefit everyone, inshallah.
Inshallah, hopefully.
Alright, there are 3 of us here today for this episode, and soon there will be more accountants that will be hosting next podcast with new topic. By the way, we've been streaming from this beautiful place at the AGD's gallery, located at AGD headquarters, Persintu Putrajaya. But before we start, let me introduce myself. I'm Jolia Mahmud, currently serve as Deputy Chief Accountant at Jabatan Kastam Diraja Malaysia, a SIMA and MIA member, and also I have completed my Master in Strategic Management Accounting from UiTM. I've been with the government force for almost 22 years, batch 2003 of course.
Yeah.
It is really an honor to be here today with my colleagues here. So guys, please introduce yourself.
Thanks, Jolia. My name is Muhairul Rizad bin Muhammad Rawi, and I would like to be called as a Pak Jad. And currently, I am the Under Secretary in the Account Division, Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation. Also have served the country for 22 years in various ministries, state and also statutory body. A member of Malaysian Institute of Certified Public Accountant, also a member of Malaysian Institute of Accountant, and also a member of the Association of Public Sector Accountants in Malaysia. AJ.
Yeah. How are you?
Fine.
Good to see you back here.
Yes.
Okay. Before that, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Viewers and listeners. Okay. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ahmad Jawad Abdul Karim. I'm currently head of Management Accounting Section from the Ministry of Home Affairs. Currently, I'm holding few professional designations, such as fellow members of SIMA, Chartered Global Management Accountant from the ICPA, ASEAN Certified Public Accountant from MICPA, Chartered Accountant from MIA, and as well as ASEAN Chartered Professional Accountant from ASEAN Chartered Professional Coordinating Committee, APEC. So,
we like to be with you, AJ.
Okay, sure. So I'm the youngest here in terms of serving in the government sectors, right? The AGDs. But then I would like to share a few moments or few experience with you guys today.
So do I.
Yeah, me too. I'm so thrilled. All right, thank you guys. I always call them Jad and also AJ. We try to be as chill as we can. The three J's. Jolia, Jad, and also Jawad. The second name of him. Okay, we try to be as chill as we can so that we won't feel heavy with this topic. From data to decision making, journey to success of management accounting. So basically, we're going to discuss on the importance of MA in shaping our service delivering strategy, in improving financial performance, our journey towards implementing it, challenges, hopes, and many more. So it might take us around 2 to 3 episodes.
Maybe
to cover all this topic, but
we will be back again, right?
Yeah, but we try to cover some of it within this given time. Right? Since this is our first episode of our podcast, I think let's talk a little bit of AGD's podcast, shall we? Alright, with technological developments, podcasts have been widely used to deliver information. It's been more suitable and popular mediums nowadays in order to increase public engagement and deliver information to the community. So AGD's goal is to bridge the gap, reaching various stakeholders, including civil servants like us, financial professionals, students, and the public in providing information beyond numbers. So AJ.
Okay, now we are beyond numbers.
Yeah. So AJ, what do you think?
About the beyond numbers.
Yes.
Okay, generally, or in essence, fundamentally, the roles of accountants are much more in the circle of numbers, right?
Yeah.
Keeping the accounting book records, right? in a structured manner according to the principle of accounting and the standards, right?
Yes.
But with the emergence of management accounting, or what we call MA, right? That's what we are here today to discuss. By choosing the beyond numbers, we could bring in a broad spectrum of discussion.
Okay.
Where the financial data or numbers or statistics maybe are served as a starter, not a main dish, even the whole picture. Okay, and of course, all the numbers provide facts, right?
Yes.
But we have to remember that the numbers are often lack of emotional,
True.
social,
Yes.
and psychological dimension in discussing our past, present, and future roles of public sector accountants.
Yes, correct.
So in short, I have to personally agree to the AGD by choosing this name, Beyond Numbers,
Yeah.
for this podcast, as to provide
Like
deeper-
catchy also.
Yes.
Quite catchy. Well, beyond numbers.
Yes, to provide a deeper and wider room of discussion for any stories, interpretation, ideas, or even wisdoms. You know wisdoms? And from all the panelists here, or maybe another panelist for next episode.
Yes.
For the better future of public sector accountants.
Yes,
Okay, back to you.
Okay, AJ and Jolan, we talk about podcast. For me, the free time I like to listen Keluar Sekejap podcast. It's
So same with me.
very informative to me in updating my general knowledge for the current geopolitical issue.
Yeah.
Then I hope both of you also have a favorite podcast program. You also listen when you have a free time.
Same with you. I also like to watch KJ and the teams in Keluar Sekejap, I think.
Yeah.
And also in terms of entertainment, I love to watch Dole podcast. It's more on their life's experience. That was for the entertainment side lah. So how about you, AJ?
Same.
So we can call the TJs beyond numbers.
Maybe afterwards.
Jodan AJ, for your information, our podcast also collaborating with the Association of Public Sector Accountant Malaysia or Persatuan Accountant Sektor Awam as a strategic partners. AJ, anything you want to highlight on the PSA?
Yeah, I would like to promote our strategic partner.
Okay.
Yes, for a moment. So distinguished viewers and listeners, I would like to take a moment time here to promote our public sector accountants or PSA.
Yeah.
Yes.
To those who haven't heard about it, PSA is the platform for public sector accountants, including those serving in the federal government, state governance, statutory bodies, local authorities, and public universities to create an inclusive community. Okay,
Yeah.
we can be together most of the time. Okay, to discuss with any ideas and wisdoms. So the objective of PSA is to integrate members' perspective in various aspects, especially towards shaping and producing professional integrity and quality accountants to preserve a quality accounting ecosystem to support the country's aspiration.
Yes.
A lot of benefits on the PSA.
Yes.
Hopefully everybody can, the public can join us in the
Yes,
PSA.
and we are here to encourage all the public sector accountants
Yeah.
out there to join us and be part of the community.
Yeah, proud to wear the badge.
Yeah.
I got the badge.
Yes, and then for those who are already joined, maybe you already joined the PSA.
Of course.
Okay, bagus, very good. And please update your membership fee. Don't forget, you can only send for live today.
Yeah, very cheap, man.
Yes. For those who haven't joined yet, please do visit our website www.psamalaysia.org.
All right.
Okay, that's all for
Okay.
PSA. Thank you for our strategic partner.
Let's jump to our topic today. From data to decision making, journey to success of management accounting, or we call it MA, alright? Okay, since all of us have been actively involved in MA, we know that MA has evolved beyond traditional bookkeeping. Our role is to transform raw data into meaningful information for management to make strategic decision. So this was all started from somewhere. PJ, you might want to share with us all about it.
Yeah, of course. AGD started its journey to implement MA in 2018 with the MA blueprint on how MA will be implemented in the public sector organization.
Okay.
So due to the changes of our accounting environment from cash to accruals, AG also started to strengthen its human resource by creating a new section, that is Management Accounting Section, or for short is SPP. in the new account division throughout all the ministries. So on April 2021, the Treasury released the first circular, that is PS 1.3, Pelaksanaan Perekonomian Pengurusan, that is introduced the strategic management accounting reporting. And on 2023, Treasury instruction have been amended and on the Treasury instruction 300 EFG on the MA procedure. And furthermore, we referring to the reform agenda by our KSN. One of it is strengthening the role of financial and management reporting. So, AJ, any notes you want to add on the importance of?
Yeah, sure. I would like to highlight about this one particular Treasury circular, which is PS 1.3, regarding the strategic management and accounting reporting, or what we call it SMART. Okay, there are four main elements in the SMART reporting. First of all, financial analysis and risk analysis, where we find all the trends and patterns of financial statements from the financial statement as well. We can find all the risks, and we could provide a series of analysis from that. And number two is about costing. All right, which comprise of two elements. One is what we call outcome-based costing, or OBC, and then another one is PBC, or PTJ-based costing. Okay, the another elements of SMART reporting is resource analysis, to identify the effectiveness of the ministries in utilizing the current resources and future needs. And the last one is performance assessment, to assess overall ministry's performance in achieving the outcome. But you may read in detail in the Treasury circular as well. However, I'm here to emphasize the importance of all the elements, right? Number one, by performing all the four elements in the SMART reporting, we will ensure the financial and actionable insight are aligning with the ministry goal and outcomes. I would like to address here about the actionable insight. What do you understand about actionable insight? Actually, actionable insight actually is a series of documents where the financial analysis together with the recommendation, for the management to make the decision. All right, that is what we call actionable insight. We give the solution to the current situation from the analysis. All right, and it also provide assistance to the top management in making the effective decision making. All right, and in terms of reporting, it will deliver a clear, concise, and actionable reports for all the stakeholders.
I would like to touch on the MA's finding, because I've been to several workshops of MA, and one of the finding presented by this particular ministry, I won't reveal the ministry. From their analysis, they found that this particular plan doesn't work effectively. In order to save costs, the ministry decided to shut down the plan and move to more cost-effective location. So as for business profit-oriented entity, these findings really helps. But how we want to convince the management that it works in public sector agencies too? Might it give impact on sensitive issues such as minimize the size of the department, merger, or even shutting down? So, PJ, what do you think about this?
Yeah, Jordan and AJ, as for all knows that the use of MA findings in public sector is solely for internal strategic planning, which our role to give additional information to our top management and from accounting and non-accounting data, such as identifies the key performance gaps and improvement areas, highlights financial and operational analytic risks, and also align departmental goal with organizational strategy, so that the effective decision making can be made. And such as we can enhance budgeting, or we can do more forecasting and planning for the future, for throughout the goodness of the ministry itself.
Correct. So I think there's so much more we love to share, but it's time for a quick break, I think. Stay tuned, and everyone will be right back. Thank you for staying with us. We are currently diving into the topic of from data to decision making, journey to success of management accounting or MA. All right, and here we have already discussed on how MA was started, the tools, and how it helps management in making strategic decisions. Chad, you have been with mostly around 2 to 3 years and 4 years, and AJ also AJ with KDN recently, but have been doing so much with MA. So, could you please share your experience in your ministry?
Okay, Jola and AJ. With the release of Treasury Circular PS 1.3, we in the SPP have to do or come up with the strategic management accounting reporting, which is the MA section. SPP, we have to play our own roles, shifting from traditional accounting methodology to the strategic analysis using the accounting data. But with the release of the guideline from the AGD, as mentioned by AJ earlier, with the 4 fundamentals guidelines, we have to move forward and to prepare the smart report and become the anchor of all units in Ministry Account Division to compile data and information and also to communicate to the management. So, AJ, any reaction from management you want to highlight about?
Yeah, sure, Pak Jad. Overall, I would like to express gratitude to the top management because their reaction are all overwhelming.
Okay.
Tremendous support from them, right?
No, that's good.
Our recommendation, which is actionable insight, help them to make strategic decision in line with the ministry's outcome. And I would like to share some real example what we have presented to them, okay, in terms of financial and risk analysis, and another one is in terms of costing. Okay, in terms of financial risk analysis, we have presented recently about the crucial needs of better financial reporting in terms of recognizing the real data of asset, especially asset under construction, AUC, that need to be reclassified under the Hartana Logi of Pelatan, HLP, the name in the financial statement is HLP. Some of the project actually, Chola and Pajat, were completed last year. That is the problem. But yet to be recognized as completed project. So in the financial statement, okay? And the risk of understated amount of assets must be mitigated. So we have presented to them, and then they are all very overwhelming. They give us instruction to reclassify back the AUC back to the HLP. Another example that we were also advising the management to invite us the accountant from the account division to participate in the kickoff meeting for in terms of the meeting of Jawatankuasa Tindakan Pembangunan Kementerian,
Okay.
JTPK. That would we could mitigate the risk of using the wrong codes of accounts in the financial statement into of payments to the contractors. That what we have found in the financial statement
that's
recently.
great. Yeah.
Okay. Another thing that we also advising the management to enhance the reporting in the intangible assets or asset tak ketara. You know, asset ketara focusing on the current IT system that were developed externally and internally, but still have their future benefits, right? But this is to mitigate all the understated amount of assets in the financial statement. In terms of costing, actually, this is the interesting one, okay? Because we were focusing on the micro costing. Previously, I have already mentioned the OBC and the PBC, right?
Yes.
There is another module in the my cost system, what we call a micro costing. We focusing on the products of several agencies under Ministry of Home Affairs, specifically in Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara, alright, or JPN. We are focusing two main products: National Registration Identity Card (NRIC), and the other one is birth and death certificate. Okay. Our objectives were to finalize the final cost of a single NRIC and a single birth and death certificates, okay, including all the staff salaries, remuneration, and physical cost of the products. Okay. The outcome of the presentation were absolutely highlighted
Yeah.
the needs of revaluation of the current fee charged to the citizen for the boost product. Do you know how much we charge to the citizen for one single NRIC?
How much?
ringgit. Okay, this is a new application.
Okay.
But the second one, when we lost the NRIC, we could pay much more because there is the punishment for the losses. Right?
Penalty.
But then we only focus for the new application one, only 10 ringgit per application. But by implementing the micro costing for these two products, we found that the original cost for a single NRIC and the birth certificates is much lower than what we charge to the citizen.
Okay.
Okay, that what happened if the cost of the single NIC and the single birth and death certificate is more than what we charge to the citizens.
You have
So-
to subsidize.
We have to subsidize.
Yes.
Yes, the government have to subsidize, but we finally can identify how much that we have subsidized them. Okay, in terms of reporting, right?
Right.
True.
That's what we are.
So in short, we can say that the existing of the accounting industry have been acknowledged by the management of the ministry itself.
Yes.
Can I say that?
Yes, can I?
So I can see many benefits from it. Then from management accounting to
Of course,
the organizations.
After a few presentation to the top management, especially in our ministry in Moha, few instructions were given to us actually to conduct a special task in terms of performing the micro costing, in terms of analyzing or identifying the real cost of water consumption, government quarters
Okay.
under the Royal Police of Malaysia.
Yeah, because quite big.
We have done that.
Yeah.
We have done that. We have presented to the management our outcome of the micro costing.
Yes, I agree, AJ. So the most important element here is mindset
Yes.
on how we want to perceive management accounting overall.
Yes, as long as they are all receive actionable insight. I repeat, the actionable insight. Okay.
Yeah.
They will look into it. They will consider our recommendation.
So I think the management need to move from viewing accountants as a bookkeeper. I believe with the reform agenda that bring practicing by AGD, they encourage us, they support us to undergo trainings, to take professional papers. Actually, they want to shape us. They want to prepare us on become that we could be able to give professional judgment
Exactly.
to the management. So to become an SME, we also can become an SME and or even as a consultant to the ministry.
Yes.
Right? So bring accountants into any strategy discussion. I think the management need to do that because we have the data. Accountants have the data, so let us speak those datas, right? Then just rather than we just handing over the data to someone else, I think we better to start on how to speak the data, right?
Of course.
But again, we need to change first.
Yeah.
We, the accountants, need to change because we want to convince the management. So we need to equip ourselves with proper training, with tools, embrace the technology changes, and also soft skills. And as we all know, most of outstanding CEO out there were an accountant, right?
Yes.
So, but they have this, we call it the business partner mindset, and also understand the core business and skills. So we have to have that before we want to convince the management.
Yes, so to fulfill the management expectation, we as accountant should be an accountant that can communicate insight clearly
Yes.
and persuasively, and also need to be engaged in the decision making process. And last but not least about expectation ni, what we can say in short, accountants have to act beyond numbers.
True.
Like
Correct.
our podcast tagline.
Correct. Alhamdulillah, we have a quite lengthy discussion just now on MA. We have touched on how MA starts in somewhere in 2018, and then we also have discussed on the elements of MA and how it benefits the organizations. And also we found that accountant need to change the mindset, not the accountants only, but the management too need to foresee accountants more than the numbers, as we discussed earlier, right? And before I'm signing off, I think I would like to convey my sincere thank you to the top management of AGD for this opportunity and the new initiative of launching this podcast, which serve, I believe that it's a valuable platform to share information on public sector accounting with a wider audience out there, right?
Yeah. Also, special thanks to our crew behind the scenes,
Yeah.
IPN, Institut Perikanan Negara Sabanan, also our BPTM, bahagian pengguna teknologi maklumat of Accountant General Department, and also
And last but not least, our primary strategic partner, PSA Malaysia. Thank you very much for your support, and we'll be looking forward to receive the continuous support from you soon. Okay?
Inshallah, we'll be back soon with episode 2, and we apologize for any shortcomings, and we hope we're going to be better in the future, inshallah. All right? So that's all for now. Thank you, and see you again soon. Excellence
accounting
at your service.